Hey everybody, just wanted to make a quick update on this. We'll talk to some more police officers. Here's where we're at with everything. The person who did the safety threats online and the verbal death threats over the phone, you might want to think about what you've done because you can be charged with making criminal threats online. According to California Penal Code 422, where the threats were received, they were received here on California soil. Under California Penal Code Section 422, a person can be convicted of making criminal threat and face up to 3 years in prison if the person makes a threat over electronic device, including a phone or a computer, of death or serious bodily injury to a victim or his or her immediate family, intends to make the victim feel threatened, even if the person has no intent on making good on the threat. So, folks, don't be throwing around these threats willy-nilly because you can be held legally accountable, and causes the receiving person in a reasonable fear regarding the safety of himself or herself and or immediate family. Thus, even if a person never actually intends to carry out a threat against another person and is only doing it for shock value or to scare the victim, then the person who makes the threat can be convicted and sent to county or state prison if the threat on its face and under circumstances in which it is made is so unequivocal, unconditional, immediate, and specific as to convey the person threatened a gravity of purpose and an immediate prospect of execution of the threat. And working in the court system with civil harassment and domestic violence, I will let you know that California here is on high alert because we have had quite a bit of shootings from people doing just this. So this is probably the wrong place that you want to find yourself dealing with having made threats to someone. In any case, let's move on further. Under California Penal Code Section 422 PC, it is illegal to make criminal threats. To prove that someone is guilty of making a criminal threat, a prosecutor must be able to establish the following elements. The defendant willfully threatened to unlawfully kill or unlawfully cause great bodily injury to another person, which is the case here, and I have the documentation. Now, are death threats a felony? Depending on the state, a criminal threat can be charged as either a misdemeanor or a felony offense. While felony offenses are more serious than misdemeanors, either of them can result in incarceration, fines, and other penalties, prison or jail. This is what you're looking at. To the person who's threatening me, this is what you're going to be looking at. Now, the thing about this is that you don't have to live in California. California will extradite you for a felony of this nature. You don't have to live in the States. You can live in another country. You can easily be extradited. The person arrested in another state and California issues an extradition warrant. That's what California can do, is issue an extradition warrant with the RCMP in British Columbia, and then you will be extradited here to California for trial. And you might have to get a lawyer and all kinds of money together. So yes, it says here, California issues an extradition warrant for them for a crime they've committed in California. The wanted person or fugitive may have jumped bail for a crime they committed or are wanted for an offense in California. They may have fled to another state seeking asylum. So it's very interesting that we have this legal dynamic here. However, I would advise anybody in our community, I've never been sent any kind of threats from Man Bun. I've never been sent any kind of threats for martyrdom, nor have any Jehovah's Witnesses sent me any threats, nor has Watchtower sent me any threats like this. But an ex-Jehovah's Witness activist in the vast apostate army seems to have felt bold and bad and has gone ahead and threatened and sent these these safety threats, and then verbally spoke death threats over the phone. So this is where we're at now. We can easily move this further if you want. And I advise you to leave me alone for good. Stay away from me. Don't you ever message me again. I will record everything you do, and any kind of incognito screen names that try to harass me or to try to quote unquote fuck me up, as you say, I will document that. We will get ISPs. We will subpoena YouTube and Facebook if necessary. And I have some other folks on this as well, so I'm just putting that out there. This can easily turn into an extradition warrant for British Columbia. I've already spoken with the RCMP officers there, and that's what they've told me. When I first called, they said that California can issue an extradition warrant, and they will extradite the perpetrator, which is you. They will extradite you over here to California so that you can stand for trial. We will have a trial. You will be subpoenaed. You will receive a summons, a legal summons, and then you can see just how big and bad you really want to be. All right, everybody. This is my update for that. Stay safe, folks. Stay sane. Keep a good head on the shoulder. Don't threaten each other. I've never been threatened by anybody. Even the people that this person is threatening me over have never done this. So I'm not sure if they're behind it or if this person just took the initiative on their own. But in any case, I would advise you to get some kind of legal counsel right about now, and maybe some kind of mental counsel at that. Have a good day, everyone, and thank you for watching.